Hi, this is Rosella and you're watching Property Hunter TV. Today I'm at the Lee Meridian Kota Kinabalu for the IOI Property Showcase, and with me I have Mr. Simon Heng, the Senior General Manager of the Johor Division. Hi Mr. Heng.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Mr. Heng, could you tell us about the event today, the showcase?
Alright, we are here for the second time in Kota Kinabalu. The first time we came, it was quite successful. We had a showcase of our property in Johor Bahru, and the response was very good. That's why we decided to come again, to allow those who did not get any houses in the first round to come and see us, look for themselves, and then decide to buy and invest in Iskandar, Malaysia.
For the viewers who don't know much about IOI Properties, can you just give us a brief background of the company?
IOI Properties is part of the IOI Group. IOI Group is one of the top 10 companies on the Bursa Saham Malaysia, and we are the property division of IOI Group. We have been in operations for the past 30 years in Malaysia, and we have grown tremendously since then. Okay, I'm the Senior General Manager of the Johor Division. We focus mainly on properties in Johor and Johor Bahru itself specifically. Johor Bahru is next to Singapore, and we are affected by the Singapore economy. And in the past, we have been growing very fast. Whenever Singapore economy goes on the uphill, we will follow behind. And in fact, the last few years, we have seen tremendous improvement in our sales.
Can you tell us about the participation of IOI Properties in the 2013 PIHEX?
We have been involved in the exhibition, and we found that it was a very good response. So that's why we decided that Sabah was a area that we can look into it for our marketing team. And we have not been proven wrong. We have received a lot of good comments, a lot of good response from the various exhibitions that we attended, especially PIHEX.
How long has IOI Properties been exploring Sabah?
I would say it's only recently. Yes.
This year alone?
This year alone, we have been neglecting Sabah people.
Okay, all right. And so why the sudden interest?
Well, we look at the property market in Johor, and we find that there was tremendous response from people outside of Johor itself. Okay. In the past, we mainly cater to Johorians, but the last 2 or 3 years, we find a lot of Singaporeans, foreigners from Indonesia, even the Koreans. And then we thought, why not the eastern part of Malaysia? And that's why we look into Sabah.
I see.
As a starting point.
I see. So this is your first venture in eastern Malaysia?
Yes, and we are glad to say that the response has been very good.
So tell us so far about your involvement in Sabah. What have IOI Properties been doing?
Okay, at the moment we are just looking into marketing our properties here.
Okay.
And I would say that the response we have is good, so we are even thinking of maybe looking at Sabah itself as a place to venture into in development.
Okay.
And we are looking seriously into that aspect.
So where are your developments currently located?
We are now located in Johor for my division, okay. But we also have in the Klang Valley.
Okay.
Klang Valley we have in the Malacca, and we have in the Singapore, and also in China, in Xiamen. Sure. If we look at Sabah, we see that it's developing very fast. So we are looking at places like KK and other towns where we can actually develop here. As you know, IOI is part of the IOI group, which we have a lot of plantation land in Sabah as well. Correct. So if there's any place that we can use this land to develop into township, we will do it.
I see, okay. So what is your outlook regarding the plantation sector in Sabah, the prospects of it?
I would say that the plantations in Sabah is a large part of our group's plantation core, and traditionally Sabah has provided quite a lot of profits towards the group, and going forward we believe that it will be the same. It will still be the same.
How do you rate the property market prospect in Sabah?
I would say it's good. I understand that the prices in Sabah is higher than in pretty steep, higher than in Johor, which is something to our surprise. So, looking at it, I think it's high time that we come over here to really look into developing here as well.
So, is that an advantage or a disadvantage?
I would think it is an advantage for us as a developer.
Right. So, what are your visions and missions with IOI Properties coming into Sabah?
I would like to say that if we start now, within the next 5 years, Sabah could contribute maybe up to 30% of our profits if things turn out well.
Tell us about the demerging of IOI Properties and IOI Corporation.
Okay, several years ago, IOI Properties was a separate listed company. The group then decided to privatize it.
I see.
Because of synergy reasons. And during that time when IOI Properties is part of the group, we actually expanded tremendously. And we are now all over the world. We are in Xiamen, Singapore. And of course, we thought that it's high time to release properties again.
Okay. Would you like to comment about Iskandar Malaysia?
Okay, Iskandar Malaysia is in the 7th year. It was started in 2006, I believe, and since then there have been a lot of money pouring into Iskandar Malaysia in terms of infrastructure and development, and it's now a tipping point. Earlier on, it was more of a spending. Now it's more of the investors are getting back their money now. And in the last one year, Singapore investors have been coming in very strongly. Ever since our two prime ministers from Singapore and Malaysia decided to go together and develop some land in Iskandar, Malaysia. And even you can see a lot of foreign universities, a lot of foreign hospitals are already open. And the latest is the Pinewood Studio, which is from England. They are going to open very soon. And we have Legoland too. So we believe that all these investments are now coming online, and Iskandar Malaysia is going to be the Shenzhen of Singapore, like the Shenzhen in Hong Kong. So there is a lot of interest in Iskandar, and we believe that going forward, Iskandar is going to be very, very successful.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hang, for taking the time today to be with us here on Property Hunter TV. We hope your endeavor in Sabah, brings a lot of fruitful experiences and future developments.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was all for my interview with Mr. Simon Heng from IOI Properties. Stay tuned for the next episode of Property Hunter TV for more updates on the property industry in Sabah.